I have this neglected spot next to my patio, so I want to show you our project to make this area beautiful all year long. So stay tuned to see the type of plants I'm going to choose to make this spot colorful spring, summer, and fall, and also keep it somewhat interesting and good looking in the winter. So number one, we obviously had to get rid of all of the weeds and plants that just did not work in this area. As you can see, that's a lot of stuff to clear out. Step number two is turning the soil and getting rid of all of the stones and river stones and old bricks I could find here. Next, I'm adding structural plants, those that will pop up the most. First is this topiary juniper. It's a pom-pom juniper that is going to give this little spot a little bit more formal look, which is something that I want to do near my patio. And right next to it, a little bit in the front, I found this golden Pacific Juniper, and I love the color. It's a rich lemony lime color, which right next to the blue color juniper, I think these two will look really great together. Now onto flowering shrubs and perennials. So I have a David Austin Roald Dahl rose, which is orangey yellow in color, and that's right next to the Pom-pom Juniper. And right in the middle of this area, I am adding a Bobo Hydrangea, which is a small, up to 3 feet pinnacle hydrangea. Behind this Bobo Hydrangea, I'm adding Siberian iris. Siberian iris is not your typical bearded iris. It blooms in the spring, but it has a really nice foliage, so it will create that almost deep green backdrop to the plants in the front. And finally, right next to Bobo Hydrangea, I'm gonna add 2 native pensimons. Now let me explain why this choice of plants. The ones that are gonna bloom in the spring are Roald Dahl, which probably should start blooming around May and June. The irises, they start to bloom quite early, so that should be sometime in May. So imagine the yellow rose next to deep purple irises. And right in the front are those pensimons, which have the tall stems covered in absolutely gorgeous pinkish light color flowers. So when all of these start to bloom, this will be really lovely view. Right as Roald Dahl will stop blooming, that's when Bobo Hydrangea will start to put on a show. It will bloom around July, and looking at my other pinnacle hydrangea, this can be just a showstopper. It will continue with these blooms till fall. At around this time, I'm expecting Roald Dahl to pick up again its energy to put on some more roses. So at some point, I'm hoping to see both the rose and hydrangea bloom at the same time. These plants alone will be enough to make this little area behind me look pretty good most of the season. But there's enough space here for me to add annuals, right? So for early spring, I can start with tulips, then add some annuals. And my plan will be to add lantanas because they bloom throughout summer all the way through the fall. And the variety of colors really will complement both the Roald Dahl and the hydrangea. So this could potentially be quite an explosion of color. Now finally, I was looking at the back, decided to add a little bit of a softness to this area with this ornamental grass. And the one I chose is feather reed grass. It has been so dry lately, I cannot even put the shovel in the ground right there. So the way to do it is flood it with water first. Then, a few minutes later, it should be pretty easy. Grass is tall but it's narrow. So it will not overpower this flower bed, but it will give it the height that it needs at the back, and also some movement and some softness to sort of add that nice cascading effect from that azalea behind towards those plants in the front. Well, I hope you find this video helpful. Subscribe to my channel for more information about plants and garden design. Happy gardening!